Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Shelby of Shelby in the Book Club, and in today's video we're going to talk about some very random books that I've purchased over the years and have not read yet. So if you would like to see some of the random books on my bookshelf, here you go. Okay, so buying books is my coping mechanism. It is how I get through all of the hard times in my life. And to my defense, I've made a business out of it, right? And I've inspired so many people to read. But on the opposite end, like all of these books, I need a house for my books. Like, I need a house for my books. It's gotten to that point at this point. So as you can see in my most recent videos, my bookshelf is a little bit more cleaner than normal. And it being cleaner has caused me to realize some of the books that I've purchased over the years that I have not read yet. But that I'm looking at them and I'm like, when did I buy this? What was I going through when I bought this? So I thought maybe you guys would be interested in some of these titles, and it's like an array of them from a bunch of different places. So if you would like to hear it, here we go. I feel like I said that already. So first on the list, this one, I remember exactly when I bought this one, and now I want to read it, but apparently I spilled something on it. I don't know, but it's called Kintu by Jennifer Natsubuga Makumbi. I believe that's how you pronounce that. And this I got around the time we read A Woman is a Body of Water. A Girl is a Body of Water by the same author. So this one, it says, first published in Kenya in 2014 to critical and popular acclaim, Kintu is a modern classic, a multi-layered narrative that reimagines the history of Uganda through the cursed bloodline of the Kintu clan. Divided into 6 sections, the novel begins in 1750 when Kintu Kida sets out for the capital to pledge allegiance to the new leader of the Buganda kingdom. Along the way, he unleashes a curse that will plague his family for generations. In an ambitious tale of a clan and a nation, Makumbi weaves together the stories of Kintu's descendants as they seek to break from the burden of their shared past and reconcile the inheritance of tradition and the modern world that is their future. This makes me want to stop reading everything that I'm reading right now and read it. I see why I bought this. Oh my gosh. Jennifer is an amazing author, by the way. If you have not read A Girl is a Body of Water, I implore you to read it because it was absolutely phenomenal. Next on the list, we have David Mogo, God Hunter by Sui Davies Okunbawa. Maybe. This one says, Lagos will not be destroyed. The gods have fallen to earth in their thousands, and chaos reigns. Though broken and leaderless, the city endures. David Mogo, demigod and god hunter, has one task: capture 2 of the most powerful gods in the city and deliver them to the wizard gangster Lukman Ajala. No problem, right? This sounds good too. I think this I ordered during my hunt for Black male authors, just to see, just because I was looking for Black male authors. Next we have Ogadai's Dreaming by Zochitl. I'm not saying that right. Gonzalez, and I believe it is a she. Yes. I'm not sure how to pronounce her first name. But this, originally I got it because it was a part of my book of the month. It was one of the picks for book of the month, and I did not want to waste my little $15.99. So I just grabbed a book, and this was the one that looked the best. And then My good friend Dorche read it, and she absolutely raved about it. So it says in 2017, and Olga and her brother Pedro are bold-faced names in their whole town of New York. Pedro is a popular congressman representing their gentrifying Latinx neighborhood in Brooklyn, while Olga is the Tony wedding planner of Manhattan's power brokers. I can't read today. Despite their alluring public lives, behind closed doors, things are far less rosy. Sure, Olga can orchestrate the love stories of the 1%, but she can't seem to find her own until she meets Mateo, who forces her to confront the efforts of long-held family secrets. Olga and Pedro's mother, Blanca, a young lord turned radical, abandoned her children to advance a militant political cause, leaving them to be raised by their grandmother. Now, with the winds of a hurricane season, Blanca has come barreling back into their lives. Set against the backdrop of New York City and the months surrounding the most devastating hurricane in Puerto Rico's history, Gonzalez's Olga Dies Dreaming is a story that examines political corruption, familiar strife, and the very notion of the American dream, all while asking what it really means to weather a storm. I've heard amazing things about this, but this was definitely one of those random book of the month, didn't have all the best options. So I just got what I got. Now this next one, I have the slightest clue what I was thinking. If I Disappear, Eliza Jane Brazier. I probably was really fascinated by the cover of this one. I'm going to be honest. This looks like a cover that I would be drawn to because I just love book covers. Oh, it says, when her favorite true crime podcast host goes missing, an adrift young woman sets out to investigate and plunges headfirst into the wild backcountry of Northern California in her own dangerous obsession. That's probably why I bought it, because I love true crime podcasts. And it's a thriller. And there was a point in time where I was like, ooh, I want to read all of the thrillers. And then I tried to read this book called Supermarket, and it creeped me out so bad. So that was it for thrillers. That, Supermarket, and The Harpy were two thrillers that I was like, yeah, this ain't for me at all. Next is a memoir that I bought because I thought it was somebody else. At least I'm honest. So this says Leaving Breezy Street. It's by Brenda Myers Powell. And it says, careful, don't think prostitution is just about money. It's never just the money. It's about slipping in at all the wrong places, getting into dangerous situations, and getting out of them. That's exciting. That's what you want. But you want something else too. What did Brenda Myers Powell want? When she turned to prostitution at the age of 15, she wanted to support her 2 baby daughters and have a little money for herself. She was pretty and funny as hell, and although she called herself breezy, she was also tough, a survivor in every sense of the word. Over the next 25 years, she would move across the country, finding new pimps, parties, drugs, and endless profound heartache. And she would begin to want something else, something huge, a life of dignity, self-acceptance, and love. Astonishingly, she managed to find the strength to break from an unsparing world and save not only herself, but also future breezies. We have no say into which worlds we are born, but sometimes we can find a way out. This sounds inspiring. I just don't like that bit that says, she was searching for a life of dignity. Sex workers, they do have dignity. And if you insult them, then this is not a page for you. Okay, thanks. Next, we have on the list, I know I bought this book solely for the title. I know I did. I know it to be so. The End of Men. I was probably like angry. somebody's son was getting on my nerves, and I saw this, and I was like, ooh, girl, yes, that is what we need. The end of men, because they... Anyway, so it says the year is 2025. That's crazy. That's only 3 years from now. And a mysterious illness has broken out in Scotland, a lethal virus that seems to only affect men. When Dr. Amanda McLean reports this phenomenon, she is dismissed as hysterical. Of course, because nobody listens to women. By the time her warning is heeded, it is too late. The virus becomes a global pandemic and a political one. The victims are all men. The world becomes alien, a woman's world. What follows is an immersive account of the women who have been left to deal with the virus's consequences. Told through first-person narratives, Dr. McLean, Catherine, a social historian determined to document the human stories behind the male plague, intelligence analyst Dawn, tasked with helping the government forge a new society, and Elizabeth, one of many scientists desperately working to develop a vaccine. Through these women and others, we see the uncountable ways the absence of men has changed society in an unforgettable tale of loss, resilience, and hope. This sounds really good. I hope it's not cheesy. I hope it's one of those books where it's really good just because, and it's not like the synopsis doesn't lie. You know how the synopsis be lying sometimes. I hope this isn't like that. So those were just some of my random book purchases. If you like videos like this, let me know, and I can kind of go through my bookshelf and make some more, because I have a ton of books. So just let me know and we can go from there. If no one's told you today, I love you, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.